grades have come out and you see that your child's grades are significantly impacted by this thing called missing assignments. What are you going to do about it? Well, first of all, before you jump all over your child, let's figure out what's going on. There's a number of reasons why missing assignments happen. First, perhaps your child is forgetting they have the assignment. So then the trick is getting them to start a new habit where they're looking up their assignments every single day after school, and it's a routine. They come home from school, they look up their assignments every single day. If it's where they start the assignment but don't finish it, this is oftentimes a challenge for kids who they thought they understood it, they got started on the assignment, they didn't understand something, so they put it aside and then they forgot about it. Now, this is something where we need to make sure that we're following through and helping them come up with strategies for what do you do when you get stuck? What resources can you reach out to? Is there an online resource? Is there a tutor? Is there after school with the teacher? Is there mom and dad? So giving them the sense of when you get stuck, you don't stop, you reach out for resources. The third one is where they know they've got to do it, they can't get started on it. They cannot get started. And for this one, what I recommend is coming up with some type of reminder system between you and your child that works for them. So what worked for my son is he would tell me how much homework he had, and I would come in and tell him at the time he needed to get started, time check. No lecture, no kind of getting all over his case. He knew what he had to do. And I would continue to do the time checks in shorter and shorter intervals until he got started. Once he got started, he could do it. Figure out what that mechanism is for your child to get started on their assignment. The last one can be the most frustrating. They've done it, they didn't hand it in. Ugh. They did all that work and they didn't even get credit for it. Well, the good news is they did it and they learned the material. Now, to make sure they get credit, we need to remind your child that homework is not done until it's handed in. If you redefine getting an assignment done to include the handing in part, you can then change the way they think about getting a homework assignment done. One mechanism that can oftentimes work for the children who forget to hand in their assignment is as soon as they get it done, in terms of the paper part, they take a picture of it and they email it to their teacher. Now, you may need some special permission for this to happen, but having that mechanism of it's not done until I take a picture of it and hand it in gets them to understand that part of doing the work is getting it to the person who has to review it. I hope some of these tips help before you jump all over your child to figure out why they're having those missing assignments.